Hey everyone, I'm here in Visalia downtown, and I wanted to make this video for the guy on YouTube that has the other video with the three squares. So if you YouTube three squares, you'll find him, and then I'll attach the video. So I've always joked around, because if you're from Visalia, you know that there's like the underground tunnels and the opium tunnels, the opium dens, and all this different stuff. But I always joked around for a long time, just a joke, that I think the three squares means like 3 squares a day. That like if you're an elitist and you're coming in from out of town, maybe on your way to Bohemia Grove or something, that you can find out where to eat underground with the other people that like eat humans or whatever, or babies or whatever, you know, as a joke. And this is like, you know, this is where you enter an underground. But then I found out that there actually was a little weird thing going on here. So here we're going back to the California Map Art Company. And we're looking at, so here's the post office. And then that's the post office. Okay, so you see that they have the squares on the front of the post office as well, with the argyle, like with the supposedly, like, you know, third strand DNA or whatever. Okay, so, and then here is, see this map's kind of wonky. It's like upside down and backwards. So that building is there, directly behind the post office, and it's actually facing the other way. And you can see, I've shown this before, I have the post office. Now this art was all provided by the people who paid to be on here, so, or they're sponsored or whatever, so they actually provided this artwork. So they chose to put this here with the corn right there for span corn, right? Okay, so now, so we're actually across the street over here. It's just a little bit backwards. We're over here. So this is the hospital, and we see that the hospital is in the shape of the hexagram, and then it also has the pyramid on the top. So that is the artwork actually provided by the hospital. And the office for that is directly behind this building. So, and then of course, like I talked about, the tower. So this is Locust Street. So let's just take a little minute to look at the street. The street here is Locust. And then on the other side of Locust is Court. And Locust and Court both go directly into that cube or that tower at 7-Eleven or at the 808, the Opal. So, and like I said, with the vortex stuff, as far as Visalia is concerned, you can you can Google like Visalia Oval, and find there's pictures of them showing like diagrams of the oval, and it's identical to the CERN Hadron Collider. So that's interesting. And then also we know that this is all underground right here, because you can, I've shown it in the videos. Now you can't go down there, but I've shown it in the videos. And other people have shown videos that it does go underground. And in the post office, the guy at the post office, like before I started doing videos, and I was just talking about this stuff, or just like whatever, didn't matter. He told me that they're like really expansive. Like his friends have been under there, and they're, you know, it's not like a tunnel, like when you see like kids going through tunnels underground. They're, you know, it looks like the hospital underground. It looks like, you know, the basement floor of the hospital, and there's several sub-basements of the hospital. So, and then, so over here, so what did that guy say? I don't even know this guy's name with all the birds. The Birdman, I call him Birdman. So Birdman says, you know, oh, you know when you see these 3 squares, because you know that there's a secret society nearby, right? So we're just gonna keep walking. So down Locust is actually, and it's not on our map here, but straight down there, that on the corner there, is the Masonic Lodge.
All the way at the very end of this street where the freeway hits it.
On the other side of this parking garage is the, and that's where we saw them take a dead
There's
girl's
the parking
body
garage.
And actually, the only reason I started really looking into the post office, because one day I was dropping off my mail, and there was these people like touring Visalia, and they were German, and they were talking about how this was like a world famous building, and it was this like big landmark, and it was really important, and I was thinking, fuck for. And so anyways, there you go. So really crazy. So the hospital, 3 squares, this building, also having to do with the rise of the Phoenix, and so you've got the eagle and the post office.
And the hospital's right there, by the way.
And then the hospital's
literally
there.
right there.
And this is actually, the hospital is right here. And then look at the AT&T building. So AT&T and Edison have teamed up. We know that they're freeing up the UHF bands of frequency, like they're switching everybody off to it. People that don't even believe in conspiracy theories have told me that. But there is no windows at the AT&T building, which I always thought was strange. It kind of looks like at one point there were windows, and then they put granite over them or something. But the Edison buildings have windows, so that's strange. But so that's like the, you know, it's at the rise of the Phoenix, and the two towers on each side going into the door, and really crazy. Because in 2000, I just think it's weird when like I find things and they like directly link to any type of dream that I've had. So, when I first met my husband, when I very first met him, we were videos only, maybe a few months, 2 months tops. I woke up and I was having a nightmare that somebody was trying to kill him. And I didn't know who they were, but that they had him like at the top of the post office. And I had a staff, and I was taking people, and we were going that way. And so the front of the post office was somehow ripped off, and it was on fire. And I remember thinking that he was going to be okay, but that I was leading people, I was taking people. So this is just a weird dream. I just woke up, I was like, well, when I woke up, I was like, like hysterical almost, because I was having a dream that they were trying to kill him. And so I was, like, they're trying to kill you, and it's guessing that they're trying to kill you in my dream. And he's like, oh, weird. So it was actually here. And in my dream, there was a giant dome over Visalia, a giant dome. And the dome wall was like here, right there. So the dome wall was like, and it was so strange is that there was something right there, and we all had, this is my dream, okay? This shit's all going in my movie and in my book and shit, so if you want to hear more, you read that. So anyway, that there was like a wall of water, and some of us had like surfboards, and our surfboards were like put up against the post office, and we would like go in our surfboards, and we would go somehow through that water into the other domes. So they were like domes, and they were all connected. And for some reason, some of us could go through, and the air wasn't like air, it was like water. And then I was watching some crazy videos about like the moon and the moon hoax and different stuff like that. And this guy was telling me that he had this same prophetic dream that we were all going through like water, that there's like space is water. And then I saw some flat earth theory stuff showing like the bubbles like rising up from the astronauts that they show. And in the Bible it says that there was a firmament, and God separated the one firmament from the other firmament, and made the the firmament of heaven and the firmament of earth. So what if we're in the divide? Like, there's the firmament that is the water, and there's the firmament of the heavens that is also more dense or more water or something. I'm just saying, you never know, because when shit just starts like adding up in the dreams and in the Bible, and I just start paying attention. So that is what happened.